Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Kabutops, and welcome to another Star Citizen video. If you wanted to make money by doing bunker missions, by finding rare armor sets or rare pieces of armor, well, this is the video for you. Today, I'm going to take you guys on a trip down through the brand new ASD facilities to get the new, armor sets that are freaking amazing and cool looking. You guys can see I already have the yellow pants on, yellow chest plate, blue arms, and of course that cool pyrotechnic helmet on my head as well. If you guys have never made money selling things in Star Citizen, let me give you guys a quick once over and explain a couple things to you guys first before we get started. Of course, before we get started talking about the Corbo armor sets, we are going to have to tell you guys about the giveaway we're doing on September 30th. So this Tuesday, coming up in a couple days, we're giving away the amazing Avenger Titan with the Skull Crusher pirate paint on it, and as well as that, we are doing a crazy drinking stream. You guys can already see in my inventory all the different kind of loot that I found in this mission, and if you guys want to make this like a bunch of money and get all of this armor, this is how you guys do it. I'm sorry for stuttering there so much. I'm gonna leave that in though because it's a little bit more fun. But yeah, we found the Spitfire helmet, we found the pyrotechnic regular helmet, we found 3 different smolder helmets, we found the Meyer arms, we found the patina arms. It's pretty cool. But yeah, guys, as I was saying, we're doing a drinking stream on September the 30th as well when we do that giveaway, where every single bug that we encounter in Star Citizen, we are taking a sip of our beer from. So if we, for some reason, see an NPC that is naked, we got to sip from our beer. If we pull out our weapon and for some reason it stores it, boom, we got to take a sip. We're doing so many drinks that day. It's going to be insane. If you guys want to be there and be a part of it, make sure to tune into the stream and join that Discord with the link in the description down below so that you guys can get notifications on future giveaways, events, and any new videos that come out. So you guys are wondering how you can make money. Let me show you that right now. This is UEX. UEX is used for commodity trading, locations of vehicles, locations of items, anything that you guys kind of need in Star Citizen. This is like a universal hub to show you everything. If you guys want to know the price of RMC and the best location to sell at, it's right there. You guys can see 8,300 per SCU, 8,200 per SCU at Terra Mills and Sears Canyon. But one thing that it has on it that a lot of people do know about, but I don't think the majority of you guys that watch my videos know about, is its marketplace. So if you go up to the top and click on marketplace, you guys can see that you can sell anything in the game for in-game money. If you guys want the new Zenith laser sniper rifle, but you don't want to go run it in the missions, well, you could go get it right here for 150,000 AUEC. If you guys want the entire set of the Wicklow Antium Anna Indro full armor set, well, for 25 million AUEC, you could go buy it right here. That also means that if you want to grind all of the things for this armor set and sell it to people for 20, 25 mil, you can do that as well. That being said, let's go ahead and see what some of the armor sells for in the missions that we're doing today. First things first, you guys saw that I was wearing that pyrotechnic helmet. You can actually find those in these beige containers that are going to be scattered throughout this mission and like area as well. So first things first, this pyrotechnic helmet sells for about 1 million AUEC. The red helmet variant sells for about 800 or 700K, or sometimes 900K, depending on who you're buying it from. That is not the designated price for this piece though. If you guys find this piece and you want to sell it on here, you could sell it on here and people could buy it on here. But besides that, you can also offer those up in-game chat and see if people want to buy it. All you need to do to offer that up in in-game chat is to just press enter and open up your chat and go to global chat and say, hey, I have the blank, blank, blank helmet. Who wants to buy it? Right? Or you could say, I have this helmet, I'm going to sell it for 2 million AUEC. Someone might say, sure, you know what? I was going to go run those missions, but maybe it's easier to buy it from you. I'm going to go try to do it right there. Boom, there you go. There are so many different amounts of helmets, armor, and things that you guys can find in Star Citizen, especially in those base containers. But during these ASD facilities, there's an entire like set of armor sets that you guys can make a bunch of money from. And I'm going to show you guys right here. I already showed you in my inventory that I had the Halcyon set, I have the Patina set, we have the, the Smolder set, and then I think there's one other set, or maybe that's all 4 of them, but that's all you guys need to do, is continuously run these bunker missions, the method that I'm going to show you right now, and if you guys get the full set, you could try to sell it to people in-game, and you guys can make a lot of money on it. I would probably say these sets are worth about 1 million AUEC, maybe even 2 mil each for people that don't want to go grind them, probably even more. So if you guys want to make a quick couple mil, this is how you guys do it. and enjoy this video. I would say you should get very, very prepared. The best way, in my personal experience to get prepared is to have a med gun on you, to have 10 extra med pins, to have 10 detox pens, and then to have some of your armor, some ammo, sorry, on your armor, and some grenades. Now, the reason that you guys should have detox pens is because you are going to be healing yourself a lot. You are going to be needing to use the med gun a lot because you're going to get tier 2 or tier 3 injuries. And when you guys use the med gun on yourself and when you use those med pins, you do need to get rid of the medical stuff on you, like the drugs on you, so that you guys do not have like a hazy screen and stuff like that. The reason that you guys should be in base armor sets, whether that is just any color of ADP armor, it doesn't really matter. You should be in it because if you guys want this rare armor to make sure that you for sure do not lose it, if you guys have this regular gray armor on, you can actually, when you loot those orange boxes, take off the arms, take off the helmet, take off the pants, whatever, and put the new armor on so that even if you die, you will still have the set on you. There is currently, I don't know if it's in the game as a on purpose, as a glitch, or what it is for, but right now, if you guys die, you will respawn at like Seraphim Station or wherever with all of the stuff in your backpack still. So even if you get the armor and it's in your backpack and a player kills you, you guys will still have it. But that's about it. Make sure that you guys have a big backpack like this one or the Morozov backpack. I think that's what it's called, or the Pembroke backpack, so you guys can hold as much stuff as possible. Now, for getting started with this event and how to actually get the armor, you need to first head on over to one of these facilities on the map. The best way to do that if you want to farm the armor is to just go to offers and go to the investigation tab and either like grab that first mission or grab like the second or third mission. It doesn't matter which one. Just grab it so that you guys can get an ASD facility marked on the map and then jump to that facility. Make sure that there are no players near you guys. Make sure that you guys are clearing corners and making sure you're taking it a little bit slow. And let's get started with the guide. So we just came in through the door for the first area. We are in the research side. So when you take and you start off, you need to take a left to go to the research side. It doesn't matter. We're not going to the engineering wing. None of that. Only the research side. We cleared out these first couple enemies, and let me show you the fast way to get down there. It's going to be really, really easy. And you guys can see on the top left on the screen that we are actually doing this live on stream with the chat. So you're going to go down this elevator a little bit, just jumping down. You're not going to take a left. We are going to fast do this instead, where you are going to take a right through this door here. So go down the elevator and hang a right through this door. Afterwards, you will take another right to go to the elevator right here. It's like a elevator area where it's just like a drop down area. You're going to run and not even jump. You're just going to sprint walk. I fucked up. Well, most of the time, guys, you're supposed to sprint, run, and you will like fall to that area. Then you'll go to this area. Then you'll jump down to here. Then you'll jump down to here. That is the first time I've ever messed up. It's because I'm using the icebox, or sorry, this LMG. The brand new LMG does not make you run fast enough, so I messed up there. If you have this LMG, you need to jump. If not, I would recommend just walking. That is my bad. Now, after walking through there, you're going to run through this area. You're going to see some enemies right here. You do not want to shoot them. You do not want to fight them. If they're shooting at you, then yes, of course, kill them. But what you want to do is as fast as freaking possible, you want to run all the way here to this atrium. So you just need to hang a right and then run this way. We're going to where it says ASD right here, and you are going to press F and call that elevator in. There will be enemies that spawn on the right here, and enemies that spawn on the left. The reason that I'm using this under barrel flashlight is because it's better for these missions to show you guys where the enemies can come from and everything. You guys can see that a couple have spawned on the left right now. You are going to get like 2 or 3 on each side. Sometimes you won't get any, sometimes you will get a lot, and sometimes they'll actually fight each other. So if they start fighting each other, then you are lucky, but you just need to make sure to kill any of the ones that you see so you don't get shot. Other enemies can come from the front here, so that's why I say to hide behind this box right here, and you just wait for this elevator to pop up. It takes a little bit coming from the top all the way to the bottom, but after killing about 3, 4, 5 NPCs, you guys should be good. That one just came out really late there. He's hit me a little bit. If you get any tier 2 or tier 3 injuries here, I would recommend probably restarting. No use in having those injuries and then starting this entire fight. But that is the first part. So what we're going to do now is go through the rest of this area. After exiting the elevator right here, we are going to be prompted with 2 ways that we can go. If you guys want to go to the right and explore that, you definitely can, but that's not what you're here for. You guys want this new LMG and this new Corbel armor. All you need to do is take a left and go through this area right here. There's going to be another like set of broken floors and everything. You're just going to jump through that as best to your ability as you can until you get to the very bottom. There is a beige box here that you guys can get some armor from. So if you guys want to get you know, a couple new light armor set arms or like an undersuit or something. There's a couple of those. But crouch down and go through this first area, and then you are going to go to the Site B elevator right here. This is the location of the Site B area where we're going to be finding like the Hyperion mission and stuff like that. But we're not really doing it for the mission today. We're just trying to find it with the armor. Now, if you guys have not done these yet, the armor does progress throughout the entire area. So it's not like we're going to go and every single orange box gives you the chance of getting a helmet or a chest plate or an arm set or anything. It is specified per box. So the beginning here, we're going to find, I'm pretty sure it's the arms first. Then we're going to find the pants. Then we're going to find the core. Then we're going to find the chest plate. And then we're going to find like the helmet and backpack and stuff like that. Or some of those can be switched around. But as soon as you guys exit this room right here, you need to kill these enemies to the left. I highly suggest doing these missions. I should have mentioned this earlier, actually. With getting one of these optics, it's the 2x holo that you guys can just actually buy in like Seraphim Station and everything. These are really good because you're able to zoom in and out with the holographic sight. So if they're far away, you can zoom in. If they're close, you can zoom back out. And this is where the LMG is in the very beginning. You're just going to find a couple of these. I think this is the same facility I was at earlier, actually, sadly, because I do remember having one of those things right there. There was like one of those on the ground. But if you guys need any new ammo, all you need to do is just press F on this box right here. If you have your LMG out, I would recommend storing it just by holding R and then double clicking on these just like so. If you double click F, you will grab it and just put it inside of your backpack. I would recommend if you guys are going to run these missions to use this LMG. The LMG does so much damage. It has so much ammo in it. It does make you a little bit slower running, but dang, is it a good weapon. So we're going to grab just a couple of these, just 6 more mags, just so that we have enough to get to at least the next area. Pretty sure we could get there anyway. And make sure to check all of these green boxes also if you guys are doing these kind of runs. You guys can find attachments, weapons, just all that kind of stuff that you guys need in Star Citizen. After you are done with that, we're going to run directly back out the outside right here, and we're going to go to where this elevator is right here. If you guys did not know, this is an elevator. If this area, like platform, is not here, press F on this like elevator button right here, this kiosk, and it will call the elevator up here. On top of that, just make sure to check around to see if there's any of these boxes. Look at that. We actually found a Pembroke backpack RSI. You guys can see that I'm running the regular capacity backpack of 150 USCUs. This Pembroke backpack is actually better by like 30,000 or whatever. So I'm able to fit even more in here now. And look at that. We've already got an upgrade, and it's the blue one, so it already looks cool too. And look at that. We were already getting upgrades before we've even made it down to this area. So that is not bad at all. The sub-level down there is where we need to kill these next couple enemies. They're going to be walking around all down there. There should be some like setting up like here. You can see there's an enemy right there. There might be a couple more around here. And then the majority of them will be there and in the back over there. If you guys want to, you can already begin shooting at them from up here. These new LMGs are really good for these missions for the fact that you can just shoot from up here and you could just do so much damage shooting at these guys. I mean, just look at that. Like, we've already killed probably, what, 60% of the enemies down there before we've even made it all the way down there. And then there's a couple more. You want to just do this because the further you are from them, they probably won't see you, but you can see them. So try to just kill all the enemies before they can really hit you. And that's how you guys can do a little bit of risk management so that you don't die and get these injuries and all of that. So we're going to show you guys where all of the boxes are here today. I was just making sure that there's no enemies here, but as soon as you guys get down here, hang a left, and this is actually where our first orange box is going to be for these missions. So look at that. There's a hidden orange box in the back right here. We're going to open it and see what we get. It should be an arms. Yep, we found the Corbel Arms Meyer. What I'm going to do now is just take off my gray ADP arms, and I'm just going to close my box for me. That was a little bit scary. And I'm going to grab these and equip those right there. Let's continue on to the next box now. The next box that we're going to be looking for is actually right over here where it says cargo inspection. You're going to run to the bottom left, and it's in a box in that cage. I am hearing some noises of people talking, so just make sure that all of the enemies are dead before you guys loot these boxes, or else you will run the risk of them killing you while you're checking the boxes. This next one is another Arms Meyer, which we already have in our possession right now, and I'm pretty sure I have a couple of those back at my base already anyway. So those are the first two boxes. The next box is going to be a little bit harder for you guys to actually find, There is another elevator that we have to take here, and so that's what we're going to do real quick. I would recommend calling this elevator. If it's not here, you need to call it from that button and take it this way. It is way better to go from the elevator this way directly straight than to walk on the like the scaffolding walkway over there on the left, because there are snipers. There are these guys that have big sniper rifles that can hit you, and they can knock you down from 65 HP all the way down to 2 HP, and you're bleeding instantly. That happened to me the last time I did these missions, so make sure that you guys kill all of the enemies and you guys just don't run any of those risks. The box is actually going to be over here on the left. I'm going to show you where to get that in just a second, but first off, we're going to start by killing all of the NPCs before we actually get there. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's zoom in. There's a couple enemy NPCs over there. And so just like last time, I know we have a lot less frames. Sometimes the frames can just get glitchy in this area. We are going to try and shoot all of these enemies before they can get to us. And that way we can charge up our weapon before shooting it, and it's going to do even more damage. So the entire beginning of this fight is going to be good. You need to prioritize killing these guys in the middle, because they are on these huge turrets that can shoot you for a bunch of HP, and they can also like knock you on the ground and you won't be able to like fight back. It's really weird. They'll like shoot you and they'll knock you on the ground. You get screwed up, and then you can't fight them. So we're killing a couple more of these enemies here, just making sure that everybody is shot. There is someone shooting at me from the left. I don't know if that was a sniper or where that was from. Oh yeah, he's back here behind us. There we go. Make sure we kill that guy. We just got shot down to 42 HP from that guy, which is a little bit scary. After killing those guys, you need to check the left and the right here. Yep, that's where we were going to go next. The left and the right have a lot of enemies, so we have to make sure that these areas are clear. Looks like they are clear, so we could go to the next box. So this next box is not too hard to find, but you definitely do have to do a little bit of backtracking if you didn't go from this way. So we're going to go ahead and do that now, but you need to make sure that you guys are being very careful and not being shot at by any snipers. There's one right there on the left. They walk around the sides here, and then this guy's walking up the ladder right there. Let's see if we can see his head. Yep. We're waiting for him a little bit there. There we go. So those are the snipers over there on that side, and then the other snipers are on this side. Doesn't look like I can see the one that's on that scaffolding over there or the one that's up here. So maybe we got lucky and they did not spawn. The box is just right here, guys. It's super easy to find. You walk back a little bit, kind of line yourself up here. The railing is broken, and then you just go ahead and you open the box just while you're crouched right there. We did get the patina arms, which I do actually need, so I'm going to make sure that I put those equipped onto me. And so these are the first boxes, and these are the arm boxes. So that should be 3 arm boxes that we can find to maximize our chance at getting those arms. And now the next boxes that we're going to be finding are going to be a little bit difficult, so make sure you guys pay attention, as if I say the directions and you guys get messed up a little bit, it will kind of make it harder for you guys to focus on and pay attention. So let's go ahead and do that right now. After you guys have got off of the elevator and got that last box, you can make your way on over to the maintenance access door over here, and the area that we're going to be going into is there. There's going to be some weapons and some more of those orange boxes, but we cannot access that door because for some reason the power is out. I don't know why the power is out. This is a crazy lab, but I'm going to show you guys where to go and do that right now. But first, if you guys would like to leave because maybe you have a bunch of tier 3 injuries, tier 1 injury, tier 2 injury, or you guys just need to get out, the transit to lobby is right there. So you guys can exit there, go heal yourself out at a med bed, and then you guys can start all the way from scratch again from the beginning. That's another way to do it. But what you need to do is you need to hang some lefts over to here where we are going to be entering into this like long, weird hallway. There's some enemies over there. Don't bother fighting them yet. They're not going to be mad at you. If they are mad at you, then shoot them. But instead, you're just going to jump directly down. So where we were right there, you're going to jump down, you're going to turn left, and there's actually going to be like a maintenance hallway kind of thing over here in the bottom. We're going to take it this way. There is a blue box there if you would like it, but just continue this way, and this is where you guys are going to find your boxes. Thank you to a couple people. I think it was Daishi and Athos for helping me out with these. They actually showed me the way, and it looks like this is the same location that I was at earlier, so that is not good to see, but it looks like the stuff spawned again, so we're good. Look at that. We have a Force Flex undersuit, Clash Core, Morningstar helmet, and an Arrow backpack, and then we could go all the way over to here, and there's another orange box here, which has our first set of legs, which is the Corbo Legs Smolder. Remember, guys, the smolder set is the easiest one to find. So if you guys already have a full set of smolder, don't bother grabbing another one. And if you guys are thinking if it's rare and stuff, no, don't worry. I would rather, if you guys can only pick up the smolder legs or like a different set of legs, I would grab the other legs. They are better. But there you go. There's also a green box in here. So if you guys want to find some attachments or weapons, we found a D'Amico LMG earlier, which was really, really good. And then, of course, we have a med box here. So if you guys need more meds, look at that. I've already used 3. We just got a rejuicer and we got 2 more for free. Up there is also some more magazines. So if you guys are using the LMG like I'm using already, I would highly recommend getting a restock of these mags. They're just good to have just a bunch of them. And, you know, if you guys are wondering if I have too much in my backpack and I won't be able to carry as many helmets or like arms and stuff, well, look at that, dude. 3 more NPCs there, 4 more NPCs. Sometimes that can indicate that there's a player behind you. I'm only saying that because the last time that I fought a player and they killed me, that exact thing was happening where the enemies were fresh spawning again. So just be very careful. If there's enemies spawning behind you, treat it like there could be a bad guy behind you. Okay, there we go. We have loaded up all of our new ammo. We're going to walk out this way, and I'm going to show you guys where the next... I thought I heard a gunshot back there, so there could be an actual player. Yeah, there could be. The next orange box, after making your way through that hole again, is just going to be directly across this area right here. You're just going to jump over, and there will be another orange box. So we started over there. We walked over to here, and now there's another orange box. It's going to have another set of the legs. And look at that, the core bell legs. Hey, son, I actually needed those. So I'm going to go ahead and grab those legs and equip everything back onto my character again, because those are actually a pair of legs that I do need. So, hell yeah, I found the next piece of the set. After you guys have completed those other 2 boxes, you need to just run directly this way where this like red, like, I don't know, kind of hanger elevator kind of thing is, like from earlier. And there's going to be a couple NPCs that you need to kill. In my experience, it's usually been 3. So I recommend killing all 3 of those guys. And if there are more, then kill them. There's going to be some more enemies over there. But what you need to do now is you need to go over to here. This is where the enemies we just killed were. This is the red platform. You're going to jump down and you're going to go to this spot right here. And there is another orange container. So that's going to be our 3rd set for the legs. See, another smolder one. So 2 out of 3 being smolder is a little bit rowdy. I mean, that kind of sucks. And then we're going to run this way to the facility lobby. There's going to be some enemy NPCs here, so we're going to try and kill them. But first, what you need to do before anything is you need to shoot those bombs, and then you can go ahead and do this. There's going to be enemy NPCs just like that every single time, spawn to the exact same locations. So if you guys want to know how to do it super fast, there's going to be 2 dudes there. There's going to be 1 dude there, and then there's going to be some more coming out here from the left. There is actually an elevator, and sometimes even more NPCs can spawn. So just like that, we killed the first 3, and then 3 more did spawn. And they are cleared out, so we should be good. Sometimes there could be enemies behind that box, though, as well. And then there's an enemy that is like that. So remember, like I told you guys, we're doing that drinking stream. You guys could see that there was an enemy NPC just crouched there. No weapon, just hiding, cowering like that. That is exactly what I'm talking about. So on September 30th, when we give that ship away, we're going to be doing that drinking stream. And if we run into something like that, we're going to have to drink a bunch of our beers. So yeah, if you guys are thinking that there's not a lot of bugs in Star Citizen, no, we're talking about all those little bugs. NPCs not having weapons, NPCs cowering, like all that stuff, that counts as bugs, and we will have to drink for that as well. So subtle little plug for that event again as well. There's going to be an NPC directly here to the front, so we're going to try and kill him. Our FPS just dropped a lot, which was really bad, and then there will be 1 more to the left right here as well. There might be another NPC there too. Yeah, there's 2 to the left, 1 to the straight ahead, and then there's going to be another one crouched right here. I feel like it's been the same every single time. And then there's going to be 2 more over there. So we're going to go ahead and actually med pin ourselves real quick. We're at... Oh, I forgot about this 3rd secret NPC that just hides right there. Good job. We killed him. And then there should be 2 more over there. But usually they're hiding in a way that you can't shoot them. You guys can see that sometimes when you shoot at these, they do not actually take damage. So these 2, you have to kind of walk up to them and kill them just like that. The next box that we are going to be looking at is this one right here behind a wall. So after coming into this area, before going away, make sure that you guys check your corners because, yes, of course, there is another orange box right here. And this is where the cores start. And look at that, a Halcyon core. Holy guacamole, that's actually a really good one. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to just take our core off like that. We're going to grab the new core, throw the new backpack on, and then we are going to left click all of the magazines because we need to equip all of this ammo again. And then we're going to throw those old magazines back into the armor, and then we are going to right click and we are going to equip all from these other mags. So our ammo is now fully replenished on our chest. We have all new ammo magazines. You guys can see we have like 1,000 bullets in our stuff. We're going to make sure that it is equipped all again. And we have a brand new amazing chest plate also. So we have the Halcyon core, the Halcyon legs. We need some more arms and helmets for that. And we're going to go to this next area here. After looting that last box behind the planter over there, you are going to walk directly through this area where we killed those two guys earlier. And this is where the missions get a little bit scarier, a lot more PvE, and a lot more loot. So this is the Project Hyperion door, but we do need a key code for that. And there's also a box that we need to get over here. So in this area right here, directly behind the door, you guys are going to see a key code. 1705 is mine. It's going to be different every single time you guys come here. But there is one more orange box in here. So let's make sure to grab that. And look at that, the Meyer core. I don't know if I have one back at my base. I think I do at Seraphim Station, but we're going to grab it just in case, you know, because we might need it. So we had 1705 was the code. Let's go over here, hold F, click 1705. It's going to give us our access granted. And then there's going to be one more box here to the left. That guy's going to start yapping a little bit. So if you like the lore, pay attention to what he's saying. But there is another box right here. Let's see what we get. The black and red smolder core. We already have one of those, so we don't need it. But dang, that's a good core right there, chat. And let's loot this blue box while that guy's talking a little bit. So if you head back over to UEX, which this guide is basically designed for and everything, you guys can click on the marketplace and you can look up the pyrotechnic armor here. So that's the J5 pyrotechnic helmet. That's like a trash one. We don't really want that one. Where's the pyrotechnic that we want? Morozov SH. Let's look for the helmet. We have, I don't know what, I think we just have the regular pyrotechnic helmet. Yeah, we have that one. That's $1 million helmet right there, guys. This guy's trying to sell this helmet for $3.5 million. This guy's selling it for $1 million. This guy's selling it for $1 million. Looks like you guys could get it for about $1 million AUC. If you're instead typing inside in-game chat and you say, hey, does anyone want to buy this regular brown pyrotechnic helmet? Someone in chat might say, yeah, I'll buy it for $1 million. Or because you're not doing it through a marketplace, in marketplaces, these are a little bit differently. They go around with like these like set prices and stuff. But if you're in game in Star Citizen, someone might look at it like, well, you know what? There's ease of access. There's somebody nearby. I know that this guy's in my server. I could just go buy this helmet from him right now. Sure, I'll pay him $1 million. Sure, I'll pay him $2 million. You could even get a crazier price. So that's where bartering comes in. But for this being a $1 million AUC helmet, you could probably even say like, hey, I have this helmet, selling it for 500K. In Stanton, you will get it bought like that. I am not even kidding with you guys right now. If I offered to sell this to someone in my chat, they would probably buy it for 500K instantaneously. Like someone in my chat would instantly want to buy one, right? So it is really good to check these crates and find these kind of helmets that really sell for a lot, because it's good to make money while you're already trying to make money on this mission already, right? See, there you go. Okay. Why is my guy like this? Price will go down. Now it's everywhere. Exactly, Athos. Yeah. Alrighty, we're going to continue through this area now. We have to kill all of these NPCs. You could shoot those boxes over there, or you could throw a grenade. I don't know why I messed up. I just started shooting at that one guy's chest. I probably should have shot at his head. So my apologies on that. Well, it's really easy to fight when your weapon gets put away for no reason, by the way, when you start firing. I held left click and my weapon got stored. Like, what is that? The gun, I killed the enemy NPC and his gun flew in the air still shooting. What kind of bug is that? That's a crazy one. Okay, this is where we are going to go into the area, and it's going to get really, really scary, guys. What you need to do now, if you are hurt, is to bring out your paramed device. If you guys have a tier 3 or tier 2 injury like I have here, you're going to press B, you're going to hold F, and you're going to click advanced. What that is going to do, and then press auto in the bottom right there, is it's going to take any of your tier 2 injuries or tier 3 injuries, and it's going to give you like a kind of relief to it, right? So you guys can see right now I have muscle fatigue from having a tier 3 arm injury. You're going to hold left click. That's going to heal you guys up all the way. And then it is going to make it so where you guys don't have that bad injury stuff on your arm anymore. On top of that, what you want to do after is you will want to pop a detox pin, because I'm at 26 right now. So if we, for any reason during the rest of these fights, take a lot of damage and we're at like, you know, we lose like a bunch of HP, go down to 20, then I pop a pin. Then we go back down to 20, I pop a pin. I do like 3 or 4 more pins. I'll hit like 50 stat, like so insanely fast. So it's really good to pop those detox pins when you guys are at those low numbers at like 26 to 30 or something. I think that's about the right time for you guys to pop a detox pin to get the most out of it. We're going to go ahead now and kill the rest of these enemies in here. Some of them do have some cool armor sets if you guys want to grab those, like those Grey Cat arrow arms. I actually really do love that set myself. And the next area that you need to go to is right here in the middle. There's going to be some close NPCs. So there's going to be at least one there and at least like one right there. Another thing that you could do is actually walk to the left right here where this box is and shoot at the enemy if they are on that like big gun there. These guns are very dangerous, and if you guys get shot by these, they could kill you instantly. That's happened to me multiple times, and it happened to me literally earlier today. I almost died to it. I don't know if it cut some of the footage back from earlier, but you want to kill these guys as fast as possible. We might have had some of the footage actually lost, so I do apologize for that, guys. You should not have lost any of the footage of like actual orange like crates or anything, though. We haven't found any in a little bit. I do make sure to cut my videos every like every couple minutes or something, so that if any crash happen or anything, it won't get lost. Well, what you need to do now is just clear out this entire room just by shooting these enemies. I would recommend walking to the area that I am here, killing these 3 guys that like can walk up to these like guns, and then just clearing out the rest of the area just like so. This is probably one of the fastest ways to do it and the easiest ways, because we could just look down on them and shoot them, and for some reason a lot of their bullets will hit like these railings and stuff, so you won't get hit too much. And because over here is actually something that is important for our mission for getting these red containers. God dang, those guys shot me for a lot over there. Holy shit. Is there a guy over here? What the hell? There's a guy right here. How did he get right there? That was insane. We just got another tier 3 injury, so that kind of sucks. But right here, guys, you can see there is another passcode. I'm going to show you guys where to use it to actually open up the next area to get these orange boxes. I just got like 8 hit markers on that guy. That is working a little bit weird. I'm a little bit scared. The music's getting rowdy, though. Over there is actually where we need to go. There's going to be 2 more orange boxes in there, and our code is 7446. So let's go ahead and go back over there and grab that. But we are going to hit another box in the meantime. So let's make sure there's no more enemies. There is one more over here. There should also be a couple more enemies this way. I don't know where I just got shot from over there. Yep, there's another enemy over here. There should be, I think, 2 big red dudes over this way. So there's that guy and that guy. So both of those are dead now. And then I'm getting shot by somebody. I don't know who's hitting me, but I do not have any more med pins. I have to equip all right there and then heal up again. I don't know who's actually shooting me here. What the fuck? Oh my god, he's running at me like a jump scare, dude. Literally like in a freaking horror video game. He's just running at me as fast as possible. That was the scariest shit I've had. Oh my gosh, I don't know why that made me jump so much, but if you guys come all the way back over to here, in the back right, there is actually an orange reinforced container. So we started off in that room. If you walk all the way over here and come down the stairs, it's this one. If you guys go the way I did, you come over here and walk down the stairs, it's over this way. So let's go ahead and check. Give us something good we don't have. Ooh! We actually do need that. So we are going to be switching over to the red and black backpack now. Heck yeah. Sadly, this ivory Pembroke is a nice one that I like a lot with the blue that it has in there. But, I mean, you can't really pick and choose what kind of stuff that you get. This backpack, we do need it because we don't actually have one yet. But look at that. We now have the amazing black and red backpack. So we have the full set of the black and red set now. I was only missing that one. So it's actually really cool that I got that right now. I was looking for that. So these other 2 ones up here, I'm pretty sure should have the backpacks. But remember, guys, that code was 7446. And we're going to walk up there now and try to put that in and see if we can get some good loot. 6767 complete set now. Yeah, we'll have the 67 set. God damn it, Papa Dogs. That was pretty good. 7446 right here. 7446. It's going to give us our access granted, and now we can walk through that. There we go. Imagine NPCs with their knife out running at you. Dude, if he had a knife out doing that, I would have cried. I'm not even gonna lie, I would have cried. Which one is this one? Another smolder backpack, so we're not getting anything crazy from that one. We already have the smolder one on right now. And then the last one is another smolder one. So all 3 of the orange boxes we just got were all smolder backpacks, which honestly, that's not the best, but I'm kind of okay with the fact that they're all smolder because, you know, I needed the smolder for the rest of my set. And if I got another backpack, then like I would kind of be like sitting there like in the dilemma, like should I grab the new one because it's rarer, or should I grab the smolder because I need it for the set? Like I don't know, it kind of made that choice for me, you know, which is pretty good. So after completing that, I am going to go ahead and pull out that med gun again. For some reason, it didn't show up that the med gun was there. Oh, it's just making it sideways or something, which was really weird. We're going to go to advance. We're going to press auto, and then we are going to heal ourselves once again. Then we are going to hold R and store that. We're going to pull our weapon back out, and I don't think we need any detox pens. Actually, no, we do need a detox pen. We're at 35? Holy cow, guys. We got a lot of tier 3 injuries here. I think, honestly, doing these missions, you're going to result in getting some tier 2, tier 3 injuries. There's nothing over here on this way, by the way. I don't know why I was walking to the left. But you're going to walk this way instead to the right. I don't know why these missions are so hard, but I love it, right? I love that we actually have to do stuff hard now, and it's not just fighting little easy enemies. Once you guys walk over this way, we're going to find out what Project Hyperion really is about. I think this guy's doing some weird mutations with people and robots or not robots, but like with people and aliens and all that. What you're going to do is you're going to walk over to this front area right here where I am, and you're going to look at this control room at this red door. This is where the enemies are going to spawn. You are going to kill these guys. God dang, they are taking a lot of shots there. All 3 of them should be dead now. This guy has the red pyrotechnic helmet on him, so similarly to where we were finding, or sorry, where we were selling those things earlier on UEX, I'm going to jump over there and show you guys that one more time, because I think that helmet sells for a decent amount as well. So jump over there. Back on UEX, it looks like that red helmet sells for 800k, 700k, 1 mil. Those could be older listings. So what I would say is, if you guys want to offer that up on your in-game thing, again, you guys could probably get another, like, what, 500 to a million AUEC for that helmet. Remember, guys, there's a lot of people out there in Star Citizen that have a lot of money, and you could just type in chat and say, who wants to buy this red Morozov helmet? Someone might say, sure, I'll pay $1 mil for it, just because they have like 50 mil, 100 mil or whatever. Even if you don't have that much money, people out there do have that much money. And if you say, hey, selling this for like $1 million, someone will probably just say, sure, I'll buy it. Especially if you're on a server that has like 600 people on it as well. That is like a good tip that I have for you guys, is like people really do not care how easy something can be to get. If you're offering to sell something and it's like just $1 million AOEC, a lot of these people have a bunch of money. So I'm gonna grab that right there. That's the Pyrotechnic Spitfire helmet. It's a pretty good one. And yeah, just make sure to like check all these people, you know. Sometimes they have like some rare stuff, you know. I mean, that's an F55 with the blue paint on it. Maybe somebody likes that, right? Same thing on UEX, they have those listings on there. If you guys want to sell that kind of stuff, people are in the market to buy a lot of those things. Now, where we are right here is going to this red like control room. Instead, go to the right and go to these like boxes over here. This is where the next orange container is. It is right over here. Am I blind, chat? Wasn't there literally one when we did this last time? Oh, it's right there. I'm stupid. Oh my god, chat. I feel stupid. I feel so dumb. Did you see how dumb I looked? After killing the NPCs there in the middle of the control room, step all the way back and go to the back right. There's actually a box over here, and this is where you guys are going to find, I'm pretty sure, the helmets. Look at that. We got a Smolder helmet. Always good to grab the helmets. I try to grab every single helmet I find usually, especially if it's like unique. I just love collecting helmets in Star Citizen. They're like my favorite piece of the armor set. Usually if you could get like a white helmet or a gray helmet or something like that, they could go with so many different sets, and most of the armor sets out there can actually just go with that as well. Now, there's only gonna be 2 more orange boxes for the rest of this, and one of them is right over here on the left. This, of course, is the weird Vandal guy right in front of us. Poor guy. You know, he's getting strung up, chained up. Poor freaking dude. And we're gonna open this box right here, and we got the Meyer helmet. I think we already had that one also. I think we need the, we need to have the full set for me. We need that Halcyon one. We need the arms, the helmet, and the backpack for it. So sadly, we didn't really get anything too crazy here. Afterwards of which, after looting this box, just go directly to where this ladder is here. Like in the elevator shaft, there is a ladder. You're going to climb up that, and this is going to be our final box. And hopefully it has some goodies in it. So you're going to run all the way across and go to the back corner of this area. And there's one more box with the helmet. What are we going to get? We got another Meyer helmet. So we got Meyer arms, Meyer chestplate, and 2 Meyer helmets. I mean, that's not bad if you're looking for the Meyer set. That would have been a great run for you, you know? But not too bad at all. If you guys were doing the mission, there's some stuff that you would have to do in here, but most of you guys were probably not doing the mission. That's all you have to do. You just jump across right here, grab onto this ledge. Oh, I messed up a little bit. We need to jump up again. God dang it. There we go. Now we grabbed it, and now all you need to do is exit to the surface right over here just by dropping down and then going ahead and taking this transit to lobby elevator. There are no other boxes in here in this room, so don't worry about finding any rare stuff or any of that. There's nothing in there. That is all for you guys. I think it's 3 boxes per armor piece, I think is exactly what it is. If I'm mistaken, there might be like 1 piece of the set that's like 2 or something. But yeah, I think it's 3 boxes each piece. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. No, yeah, that's definitely not 15 boxes. Maybe it is. Maybe it is 15 boxes. That'd be a lot. But that's it for today's video, guys. If you would like to see more of these videos, make sure to subscribe, get those notifications, and thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are freaking amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you for 16K subscribers. And also, don't forget, please, to join that stream on the 30th. We're giving away that Avenger Titan, and it is going to be fun. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Have a great day, and peace out. Bye. Kabu top 5 ships to buy in game. You have the Constellation Taurus is number 1. The Corsair is a quick second. The Cutlass Black is a fun one to have for easy missions. The Anvil Arrow for FP, like PvP. And then the 5th one would be the C8R Pisces, the Rescue Pisces. So those are the top 5. There you go. Bang. That was easy.